Hello YouTube, it's Jim Chapman, American Airgun Hunter, and it's already getting cold up here in Minnesota, and I'm heading down to Texas next week. I'm going to be going down to my friend Shawn McDonald's place. He runs Salt Fork Outfitters down in Texas. He's in Abilene, based in Abilene, but he's got several properties. Anyway, I'm heading down there for a deer hunt and really looking forward to it. And before I get down though, I'm going to stop at another place, Dos Plumas, where I've hunted a bit before, and it's got a big pig population. So I'm going to go down and hunt pigs there for a couple of days before moving down to Salt Fork. I'm going to be driving down. It's about an 18-hour drive from here. I'm going to drive. I'll probably stop and sleep along the way one night, and then I got about 6 or 7 days to hunt. I'm looking forward to it. So the gun I'm going to be taking along with me this time is my Hatsan, the 457 Piledriver, and I'm going to be bringing some new Hatsan ammunition, the Big Bore Supreme 45 caliber. I think it's 295 grain. I'll correct it up here if I've got that wrong, but I believe it's 295 grain hollow point. I've had a chance to run a few through the gun. It looks like they're pretty well spot on, but I'll get out on the range and I'll test it there before I go out hunting. So anyway, it's going to be an interesting trip. I've used the Piledriver a lot. I've taken deer, javalina, hogs with it, and it's done a great job for me so far. So that was last year. We'll see how it goes this year. So I'm going to get packed up and let's head out. Well, today I'm out in central Texas. I'm about, I don't know, 40 miles, 50 miles east of Abilene. I'm at the Dos Plumas Ranch, and I'm going to be taking the Hatsan 457 out to hunt some hogs, and we'll see how it goes. I've hunted this property a lot of times. It's actually a place I come pretty often, and when I'm tying, especially when I'm tying it into another trip. But it's a good place if you want to try some hog hunting to give it a go. At any rate, I'll be out there and we'll see what happens. Let me get my stuff unloaded, and then let's get out there. Nothing was happening around the blind, so I got out and started looking around. I'd heard some pigs behind me, and I wanted to see if I could locate them. There's a small one in the road, but it wasn't what I was looking for. But then I saw one over by the water hole and it looked just right. Hatsan 457 caliber, and the gun worked a charm for me. I took it out and stalked an area. I started out in the blind in the morning, saw a couple small pigs, let them pass. I took off in the afternoon and I hiked the area and saw a few pigs, didn't get a shot. I mean, I put in miles too. Kind of felt the gun. It weighs 12 pounds and I had about 25 pounds of backpack on, but I covered the entire section back and forth. And I kicked up a couple pigs. I hate to admit they saw me before I saw them. That night, or that afternoon, I went back out and I sat a blind, and nothing was happening around my blind, but I saw activity down along a water hole, but it was over a ridge and I couldn't see. So I got out and I stalked around to the side and I looked over. There were 4 pretty decent pigs, and the biggest of them I could see through my binoculars. I could just see the top half of it, and I could see the head, and there were some cutters, and I did a headshot at about 55 yards, maybe 60 yards, and just dropped it, just rolled over. It was a clean kill. So we get to town square and we go around it. See you out on the range next, probably. By the way, here, let's show the back of the car. Got enough gear with me. Believe it or not, I slept back there, but next, I loaded up my gear and headed down south to the Salt Fork Ranch near Ballinger. I got in early and scouted the property and decided to hunt a blind that worked for me in the past. And today I'm out with the Hatsan 457, the Piledriver. So I'm going after deer, and this gun, I've shot actually a couple deer with it, and the gun performs every time it's performed for me. What's a little different this time is that I'm using ammunition that was purpose designed for this gun by Hatsan. This stuff works well. It opens a big wound channel, but also has penetration. But this combination is a winner. The gun fills up to 300 bar. It's putting out a little over 600 foot-pound, and I love this gun. Only thing I do differently is I might lop like 10 inches off the barrel and recrown it. I don't care if I lose 100 foot-pound. The gun's so powerful it won't matter. but it'd be just a nice little compact rifle then. Anyway, it's a really potent gun and does the trick. Like I say, I'll give you a close-up of the bullets. I parked about a half mile away and hiked to the blind the next morning before daylight. As usual, I forgot some gear and needed to hike back to retrieve it before settling in. A little buck came in, looked beaten half to death after running with the buck I was looking for. I had a few days and decided to hunt one for the freezer. I'd come back for the buck later.